Hey everybody, it's Cynthia Varkavisser, and I'm sitting outside enjoying a beautiful Oakland day, um, hanging out while I'm letting some professionals do their thing at this house that's getting ready to go on the market. So I thought I would talk a little bit about inspections and how it relates to transaction, specifically on the seller side. Now, I'm also going to talk about it on the buyer side, but I figured I'll put that in a different video. Now, I hope you enjoy the background noise because we have some construction going on across the street, and for some reason, the sound of construction makes me happy. I guess it's because that means, to me, it means progress. All right, so let's talk about inspections. There are a couple of inspections that every realtor will recommend for the homeowner before selling their property. All right, there will be a lot. The two that you will talk about the most will be your property inspection, also known as the home inspection, and your pest inspection, which is also a structural inspection. So let's talk about the property inspection first. The property inspector goes around and notes things that are not to code. It is not a ding on the property, it's just something that can be noted to be disclosed, right? So it can be something as simple as the outlets, your electrical outlets are not grounded, to your ceiling height may not be the proper height, anything like that. Look, there's a person right now getting in to do his thing. So why do you want to do this? It's really important because it allows you to know what's going on with your house, and there are less surprises when your home goes into contract, okay? The second thing is, or the second inspection, is your pest and structural inspection. It's the same there is a little bit of overlap, but mostly the pest inspector comes in to double check to make sure that there is no damage done to the property, or if there is damage, what does that damage look like? So the damage is as it relates to water, sun, and pests, okay? So they can note something as simple as there's a leak underneath your sink, to you don't have screens for pests as your screens that go from the outside to inside, which are usually in your basement or crawl space. It could be that because there's no paint, or their paint is old and weathered, that there's a little bit of damage going on to your house. So it's very practical. And like I said, there is a little bit of overlap between your property inspection and your pest inspection, but they are two distinctly different inspections. All right, so here are my recommendations. The reason that you want to do this, like I said, is that you want to have all the information before you put your house on the market. There's nothing more stressful than getting your house ready to go, putting your best foot forward, and then finding out while you're in contract that there's some kind of surprise that's going to impact you financially, or by time, or even worse, both. All right, so it's a great form of insurance. I think that's the best way to say it. The second is that here you have all this information. It's a great laundry list. So you get to decide, hey, am I going to fix this before it goes on the market, or am I just going to disclose it, knowing that it may affect the price of your property? But the nice thing is that you get to decide whether or not you're going to do it, and there are no surprises when you talk about how it's going to affect the price of your property. All right, so there have been times when I have listed a home, and something has come up and they said, this is something we don't really like. I said, yeah, I know, we had disclosed it, the sellers have already disclosed it. What's the conversation that you'd like to have? And again, no surprises, and then there's not as much negotiation that goes on. All right, my recommendation is that when you do get your inspectors, you want to stack them, meaning that you want your property inspector and your pest inspector to be there at the same time, or at least close enough that they get to talk. Now, why is that? It's because of the overlap that we are talking about. The two inspectors will say, hey, this is what I noted, be on the lookout for that. Basically, it's two sets of eyes are better than one, right? So why not get more information for the same amount of money? There are other inspections that you can get. In the city of Oakland, you will need to get a sidewalk inspection, as well as a sewer lateral inspection. And then there's the roof inspection, which is recommended but not as intensely as the other two. Now, the sidewalk inspection has to do with the safety of the sidewalks. I'm not going to make any kind of comments other than if there's any kind of a quarter-inch differential in your sidewalk, it needs to be noted and repaired. And we'll talk about that some other time. And your sewer lateral, what the sewer lateral is it's the waste pipe that goes underneath your house and ties in to the sewer main. And Oakland, that means all the way down to the middle of the street wherever your main pipe is. And if you think about it, Oakland has these amazing homes that are 100 years old or more, somewhere around there. And at that time, they were using clay pipes, and which was a great material, but it just doesn't last for an incredibly long time. And so the simplest way to make sure that there wasn't going to be any more damage, I guess, than it already has, is to tie it into the sale of the home. I hope you've got some great information out of this. I hope that this alleviates any kind of stress or helps you make some decisions as you think about selling your home, and enjoy your day. I'm so lucky. This is how I'm working today. All right, take care. Bye-bye.